So I wanted to just try to capture your own reaction or favorite moments within the Eagles content. Now, the way to find this content is just a few ways. The easiest way on the top right, you can see the search. So just tap on the search. The search is tabbed, so you can search for the title in the video or just easily the accounts. So you can see the account section here. There's already pre-selected accounts that you can look at. So high stake rollers is where you can go to, like that second section, and you can see the sports team, the Eagles. So once you tap on that, this shows up, and then you just tap on that first video, Chiefs versus Eagles. So you can always search for that as well. Now, once you get here, it obviously plays the video. This middle icon here, which is our logo, don't hold down. Once you hold down, you can always create your own original video for people to react to. Well, just tap it once is when you're trying to leave a reaction to this video specifically. So as you can see, once you swipe up, you can see my own reaction to that. And you can always obviously mute it. And then you can just go back down here. So let's just go, just tap in that middle icon itself. Now the where it sets the video to, if you're trying to do any sort of manipulation to the actual video itself, like editing or remixing it, is going to start from whatever point you stop in the video. So I'm just going to just, drag forward to the gene interception section, which is where I'm trying to capture one of the reactions I captured. So it's from here. I think perfect. All right, so I'm just going to go right back, but you're going to see in the editor, we can always do this, right, and work through with this. I'm going to go here. All right, pause it, and then I'm just going to tap here. Now the options you have is selfie through freestyle. So selfie is just if you don't need to use the original video, it's just you just leaving a reaction of yourself about something. You could just do that and post it. However, if you want to use the video, we kind of have these different presets: voiceover, straightforward, lip sync, obviously just using the audio, so on and so forth. But I prefer freestyle because it gives the ability to utilize and do whatever you want to do without any sort of this presets that is there. So once I tap on freestyle, you're going to see the video at the top and mine at the bottom. Perfect. So this is the editor. It has the record. However, once you tap on the camera, you can see the orange border. You can see at the bottom change from the record to the different options I have. So here I can always zoom in. I can do a few things there, right? I can always switch the camera view as well. And in the top, once you tap on it, it actually shows the actual video itself. And you can see that it's actually at that point in the content. You can always play from here, right? What you're seeing there. Okay, perfect. So now, because and this flywheel allows you to kind of drag and scrub through. So I'm going to start from somewhere, let's say here. And you have this frame by frame to be able to get the right frame that you want there, right? So this frame, and then let's start at the bottom left. You can see that this here. So once you tap on that, it opens up. It allows you to select the in and the out. So I'm going to select the in from this portion, and I'm just going to drag the flywheel to the out section, which is here. So then I'm just going to select the arrow going the other way. So now, what do I want it to do, right? So in this case, I'm going to go to the next button that has like the pause. So once I tap on that, you have various options. Once you use this, it's going to stop the entire recording at the end of that section that you put the out. You have the loop, which just keeps on looping it while you're recording. And then you have the pause, which then pauses the original video, but you can still keep recording. So from here, you can then just, stop, and then again, just click through until you see the record button. So once you've selected a section, like my camera has this orange border, you tap on that, and then you just record. So after you record, you have the option.
3rd and 16, Mahomes rolling out, looking, firing.
You can adjust the volume during recording. You can also change the frame through recording, so which is pretty cool, and it saves all that. All right, so now I'm just gonna stop recording. So there's a countdown. However, if you don't want to use the countdown, you just tap and hold the record, and then it just starts immediately. To preview your recording, you then tap on the timer here. And so if I play, then
3rd and 16.
So that timer puts you into this previous screen. And if I scrub forward, you see where it switched, right? So it captures all that, which is something brilliant that Kamen Denchev built was one of our co-founders, my co-founders on here, and it's just freaking phenomenal. So you can see that. So you can still be doing some manipulation while the recording is going on, and it captures everything there. So you just X out to get out of the preview mode. And after you stop it, then you just go to the next section that you want to. So I press the video. Now remember, it kind of, whatever you selected is what shows up at the bottom. So if I had selected the volume, that's what I saw first. So just go to what you want to tap in, so which is the in and out at the top left. So from there, you can then scrub again to the next section of the video, pick a specific in section, right? And you see that color code there. And then let's say you go here and you pick the out, and then you pick what you want to do. So you got to select that. It has to be highlighted for it to trigger. So in this case, if I just wanted to do a loop of that section while my recording is going on, you can do that. If you want the entire recording to stop, you can do that. If you don't want to use the video at all, you can do that. You can just grab your camera, again, just drag in and then drop in. Kind of just helps set. So if I do this like a swipe through, you can also replace it. So you just tap to grab it, and then you can then just drop it right there. And you can mute the audio of the video itself so that you can then just talk through if you just wanted to comment without the video itself. So you can do that. Again, that's just a good start of how you can record your moment. Looking forward to seeing that. Again, this is re-up. Can't wait to have you guys up on here, so we can just connect and communicate and, around different topics that we find interesting, like football and Eagles. And then what happens after your recording is done, you can then go press the next arrow to the posting screen. You leave a title for your recording. You're required to select the rating. So this is for everyone, adults or children, helps preset it, and you can also choose the age rating for your content. Here, it's where you pick your thumbnails. So you can tap on here or tap on there to pick the thumbnail itself. Or, you can actually also preview the video. You can also change the frame to be able to select the right section that you want for yourself. So after you do that, and you selected the thumbnail, you can't change this if you're reacting to video. When you create your own original content, you can tag it. Instead of hashtags, we use like this interest. So this is already tagged with American football since it created a reaction. And then when you post it, you can make it shareable. You can unlist it, so meaning it's not searchable, but it's still viewable publicly, right? So pretty much only the people you share the link to can actually see it. Or you can just make it as draft so it doesn't post it out. So usually the preset is just shareable and you kind of leave it as is. If you want to share this, you don't want it to be public, you have that option of re-up. So once you tap on this public, if you have a specific user that you've connected with, you can just share it with them. If you have a specific circle of people, so if it's just with my family, right? All of my family, right? That you've put into those circle. If it's just your soccer buddies, if it's just your football buddies and stuff like that, you have the ability to do that. So now the only people that would show up here, like when you're trying to do the connection, are people you've added to your connects. And then connecting with people is technically just following people on Re-Up. So you do that by, obviously, when you get to the person's account itself. So let me just, obviously, then you publish. After you publish it, publishes it. If you don't do anything, you just leave it as public, right? So let me just cancel here. Let me get out of here because I'm not saving anything. So this is exactly what I created from just doing what we did. And again, if you're trying to share with a connection, if there is someone, so let me just get into an account. I have a lot of sports here. Say there's an account and you just tap on the account itself, you click on this connect icon. So when you want to connect with them, you can do either. So we have presets, these three presets, which is family, and it's either you love, like, indifferent, or don't like. So you just drag a relationship type, and then drop it in the relationship value. Now, if you then obviously you click the connect. Now, if you don't see a preset that works for you, you would have this plus icon where you can then create a circle for yourself. So this circle is what drives how you also connect within the platform. So here is just the other I love is a restaurant that I love in Philadelphia, Fino's Pizza, and then I just click on connect, and then that establishes the connection. So because I'm connected now to Fino's, or if it's a person that I'm connected to, when I'm trying to share my content or post my content, I could just post to that specific circle or person if I don't want it to be public.